product was just featured. It is a true game changer. You're gonna see absolutely amazing before and afters. We know what our skin was like in, you know, premenopausal, and then menopausal, so fun, and then postmenopausal, completely different. This is a cream developed to bring your postmenopausal skin back to the way it was premenopausal. That's a huge statement to say, but that is why we can't keep this in stock. This is our Volumizing MenoReverse Serum. It's a serum and a cream in one, and we are feature pricing it today for $44.50. We're also featuring it with 3 monthly flex payments. It's a 1.35 ounce. You're gonna see, like I mentioned before and afters that are gonna knock your sock off, but let me introduce my special guest, Liz False, who is joining us. Okay, Liz, this is like all the buzz. I know.
Here, I'll grab it. Yes, it is.
I just touched it.
Yes. So
for the first time.
If you do get any of the April magazines, you know what I'm talking about, but it's been in every, actually March and April magazines, but it truly is a game changer. I'm gonna have you meet some of the women from our focus group, but what's so different about this is that this is designed, Lena and her team of these amazing female scientists we're going through menopause.
So Lena, real quick, explain, I just take it that
so Lena
everybody
Korres
knows.
Has helped with George Korres, her husband, start this company 25 years ago, 1996. And in the last 5 years, she's been studying women with menopausal skin, going through menopause herself, including myself. Back when I was 45, there was nothing out there that was helping with postmenopausal skin. That's how this was born, the white pine extract. Lena Korres discovered this ingredient that we have a trademark on that actually is a targeted treatment for women, like so many of us, that have gone pre-menopause, menopause, and post-menopause. And what's so amazing is that, as I've learned, actually almost 6 years now, what I've learned is that as you go through your 20s and 30s, here you can see how your skin changes, you lose about 1 to 2% collagen a year, and you know, you're going through life aging gracefully, you know, kind of slowly. Then all of a sudden you hit 50. And it's like the floor dropped out from beneath you. You look in the mirror and you see your mother and you're like, oh my gosh, 30%. All of a sudden, you know, your lipids, the collagen, you go to your doctor, like, what do I do? Then there's nothing out there. There's nothing out there that's gonna help address the blotchiness, the loss of volume, but look at this, the deep lines and wrinkles.
So wait, Liz, so we're talking one application, that means instant and long-term?
Exactly, I know. I mean, and this is why, you know, we did a press event in New York, and not only beauty editors were there, but dermatologists came that weren't invited. And I was asking a few of them, you know, why are you here? And they said, we want to be able to offer something to our patients because there's nothing on the market that's addressing post-menopausal skin. I mean, look at this, and you can see the loss of volume. So what happens is that not only do you get the sagging, you get something called jowling, you lose the density, you lose the volume. In turn, you get deep lines and wrinkles. What this does is it's a serum and moisturizer combined together that go to work, and look at this, look at the volume. You can see the plumpness in her cheeks.
Yes.
Look at the 11 lines. So this is once, and it's not one of those instant products, you know, that you wash your face and everything falls off. What's so great about this is, to your point, Lynn, you get instant, but you also get long-term results.
Yeah.
But look at the 11 lines. Look at how you see the sagging in the 11 lines, and look at the after. So it's plumping, it's firming, it's helping with the lines and wrinkles, but what's so nice is that it's actually targeted, instead of just using an anti-aging cream, it's targeted for post-menopausal skin, which is very different than somebody in their 40s.
Oh, absolutely, and this is a great example because right at the nose, the bridge of the nose, let me tell you, in your 30s and your 40s, you're not getting lines like that on the bridge of your nose. In your 50s and mid-50s, that's when you wake up and you're like, 60s, you said it.
70s, right.
You turn into your mother.
Exactly.
I mean, your grandmother.
Right, and you know, what's unfortunate is that, you know, so many of us, like myself, your skin never reverts back to what it once was. But I'd love you to meet a group of women. We actually met with hundreds of women. Usually when you ask women to come to a focus group, usually you get about 20 or 25. We had hundreds. And so many of them said, Liz, you don't have to do my makeup, you don't do anything. Just let me speak about these products. So take a listen.
After menopause, I noticed that my skin was dry, wrinkly.
I was so surprised how quickly my skin started changing. It wasn't supple like it used to be, just dry spots.
A dullness has entered.
But I always want to look the best that I can possibly look.
You know, I can never be young again, but I want to be the best me.
After MenoReverse, I saw changes right away. Suppleness came back, the glow came back.
My face felt moisturized.
And I would just keep touching my skin.
For me, MenoReverse has been kind of a rejuvenation of my life. I just felt gorgeous again.
Well, I can relate to every single one of those amazing women and what a difference this made after one application. So I was saying earlier, we were talking about our Amazing Today's special, and yes, there's so much going on in this world, and many of us are at home right now. This is, I said, your time to spoil you. And the beauty with a product like this, if you're in that situation, if you do have postmenopausal skin and you can relate to any of those wonderful women we just listened to, try this, get it home, try it once. This isn't something that you have to wait 3 months to see those results, or a month to see results, or 2 weeks. We're saying instantly with long-term benefits, it's a true game changer. And on top of that, Liz, we went shopping, you know, listen, a lot of seriousness, like we said.
Yeah.
This is HSN, whether we're just entertainment or we're, you know, you're there to keep us company. We appreciate it. We just, you know, love that we can have a change of pace for a little bit. We want you to shop and know that you now have 90 days. I love that.
I know.
For any of our returns. So to shop in confidence, and you know what, maybe just forget about things for a little bit. So that's something I'm really proud that we were able to do during this time of crises. So that's another way. I mean, you know, sometimes we get so caught up in, oh, I'm gonna spoil myself. Do so. We deserve it. We really do. And especially something like Korres, where you know the team is, like you said, Lana and in Greece, they're chemists. They've been working on this for a long, long time. And it's now becoming a game changer. Watch what happens, Liz. You know every single beauty brand
Oh yeah, for sure.
is jumping on
Yeah.
and are gonna try to recreate their version to see results like that are so fantastic like this.
Exactly, but you know what? We own the technology. So even though you may read about it, in terms of actually getting effective results, we own this technology, this white pine extract that gives you results. So you can see this before. You can see the sagging, the jowling, and the jowling is the word I learned from our focus group, the blotchiness of the skin, the loss of volume. Look at the after. The skin is firmer, the skin is plump. It's completely different than if you're in your 30s and 40s and you haven't gone through menopause. Then you've got a little bit of the fine lines, a little bit of the dryness, but menopausal skin is blotchy. You lose the volume, you get the sagging, you get the jowling, and you get the deep lines and wrinkles. Using this on clean skin, morning and night, it's a SerumInMoisturizer, because you can't just use an everyday SerumInMoisturizer. You need something that's designed specifically for postmenopausal skin. So you can see, look at that before on the cheek, for example. Look at the loss of volume. Look at the plumpness in the after, and it just gets better and better. And here, even here, what we call the jowling, the sagging, and again, these are words that we learned from doing so many focus groups in Texas, St. Louis, New York, Florida. Look at the after. You can see the skin is firmer. It really is a game changer. If you open any April issue of any magazine right now, all you're going to see is this and HSN.
Well, and when you launched it, you were telling me a story about Colleen.
Yeah.
And I would imagine was during maybe The List or one of her specialty shows.
Exactly. And you know, it's funny because you just heard the women in the focus group saying, I couldn't believe my skin. I kept touching my face. And that's what she was doing. She's like, Liz, I can't stop touching my face.
What a
because you finally find something that's the right consistency that absorbs into the skin. Because when you go through menopause, what happens is the top layer of our skin actually gets thinner, like tissue paper thin, but the bottom layer actually gets a thick density. But if you're using a typical serum, if you're using a typical moisturizer, it can't penetrate all the way down. Hence the reason this MenoReverse SeruminMoisturizer, what you'll notice, it's a very different consistency. It's got a serum in there, but it's a moisturizer, but it's almost like a whipped texture that when you put this on postmenopausal skin, it goes to work immediately. So if you're in your 30s, are you gonna see results? No. You're gonna see a great hydrator for sure.
Good point.
But wait till you hear what these women have to say.
Let's listen to more. I love it. There's never been, it's a real game changer for postmenopausal skin.
It is.
Yay!
I know.
Okay, take a listen.
After menopause, I noticed that my skin was dry, wrinkly.
I was so surprised how quickly my skin started changing. It wasn't supple like it used to be, just dry spots.
A dullness has entered.
But I always want to look the best that I can possibly look.
You know, I can never be young again, but I want to be the best me.
After MenoReverse, I saw changes right away. The suppleness came back, the glow came back.
My face felt moisturized.
And I would just keep touching my skin.
For me, MenoReverse has been kind of a rejuvenation of my life. I just felt gorgeous again.
right?
You know, it's funny, it's called MenoReverse, and it's like reversing the signs of menopausal skin, and that's exactly what it's doing. Very, very creative. Can't wait for you to get this home. I know we're extremely, extremely busy. Sold out the very first time that we offered here at HSN. Everybody loved it, and we want to take you through again. This is not that day cream or night cream for just anybody.
No, if you're in your 30s and 40s, probably not. But if you're like me and you are over 50 and you've either gone through, started, or postmenopausal skin, you're gonna be in love with this product. Because what's happening is you can see in the before, we get the sagging, we're getting the jowling, we're getting the blotchiness. It's almost like when you put foundation on, it's skipping. You're getting an extreme, I'm gonna use the word that the women use in the focus group, Sahara desert skin, right?
Yeah.
Look at the after. It was remarkable. It was, you know, so many of these women were actually crying and, you know, said, Liz, can I call in? Can I talk to people? Can I do this video? And it was, you know, for so many women, you go to these stores, right? And you talk to someone who's maybe 25 and they'll sell you this and that and da-da-da-da, because you've got the blotchiness, you've got all these issues. They all came with their product. It was awful. Like they came with all their product and they're saying, you know, Liz, this is the stuff that they've been giving me because it says anti-aging, but no one is talking to menopausal skin.
Yeah.
And
It's so
is
true.
5 years in the making, but so worth the wait because when you put this on your skin, it's that aha moment to your skin.
Yeah.
Clean skin morning and night, and when you put it on, it just feels heavenly.
Yeah, even the texturing of it, you can
Yes.
see it's like a silky, beautiful.
It's your all-in-one. It's
Yeah,
just
like
heavenly to the
rose
skin.
petal.
Yeah.
Look at the ingredients, and of course, keeping with the nature of what Korres is all about, it's the beautiful natural ingredients they put in and what they don't put into their product.
Exactly, which truly is the key, is that MenoReverse technology and the white pine extract. So if you are, you know, in your 50s, 60s, 70s, and you're saying, you know, I give up, I've bought everything, nothing has worked, or maybe you're somebody who loves a product you've been using for the last 20 years, but guess what? When you go through this change, it's gonna stop working. And here you can see the decline, because in your 30s and 40s, you lose about 1 to 2% collagen a year. When you hit menopause, it's like the floor drops out from beneath you. You lose over 30% overnight. You look in the mirror and you say, oh my gosh, I see my mother in the mirror. What do I do? And there's nothing out there.
Yeah,
and finally,
there
Len and
isn't.
her team discovered this ingredient that truly is, it's a game changer.
How excited when we start talking about this today?
I know,
Because like
I know.
Liz, we're in the same age range, and I'm like, oh my goodness, thank God.
Right?
This is a
And
game
you
changer.
see a result right when it
Yes.
touches your skin. It's not like you have to wait, you know,
Yes.
you know, 6 months or 12 months. When you put it on, you see the plumpness, you see your skin's firmer, and you're noticing the wrinkles start to diminish, that you're like, wow. Like day one, you're already like, whoa, I feel excited.
Yeah, and if you don't, you send it right back. That's the beauty of HSN, but I promise you, just read the reviews. Want to mention quickly that we have, to go along with your MenoReverse,